Hello and welcome to the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. I am your host, Mr. Kevin Nunez. I am thrilled you chose to spend a few minutes with me. I am the host of the Purposely Broken World. This program is designed to raise more questions than answers. Did you know that 1 in 4 Americans are diagnosed with some form of developmental disability? That makes me your new disability buddy. I created this program to make you think, laugh, love about society, culture, and faith. Things that all interact with each other on an everyday basis. If you want a fresh take on life, then enjoy the ride and see you soon. Hey you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Purposely Broken World. Today is the airing date is March 1st, 2024. Recording date is February 27th, 2020. I want to thank you guys for choosing to spend a little time with me. I know I'm not the best podcaster. I know I'm not the worst podcaster, but it's nice to feel your energy as I record, and I hope all my podcasts come across as a conversation between me and you as we, listen on the couch or driving in the car or whatever the case may be. I hope you just feel me right next to you as I just chat about life and society and faith all rolled into one. I know I just kind of tagged myself kind of corny, but I'm a kind of corny guy. I kind of like corny, so if you like corniness, this is the podcast for you, because it's going to get very corny really, really fast. In this episode, I really wanted to just do a laid back kind of vibe, because spring training just started. All the pitchers and catchers reported to their respective teams. Warmer weather is around the corner. I'm recording this on a rainy, lazy day. I just got done with physical therapy. My body feels great. My mind feels great. And I just want to share, just joy with you. And I think this is a good time for what I call the State of Kevin. You know how the president gives a State of the Union where he just talks about policy and the budget and what he hopes to have done in the new year? Well, this is kind of like that, but hopefully a little bit better. So if you're into that kind of thing, stay tuned. If not, I can at least promise it'll be more funny than the State of the Union, because my life is honestly a little bit funny. The first thing I want to talk about today is just I want to be grateful for my family and friends that God gave me. You guys know I take a lot of pride in my podcast, a lot of pride in my blogs, a lot of pride on my website. What you don't see is all the behind the scenes setup. My dad is my stagehand who helped me set up my entire podcast setup. It's very DIY. So thanks to him for being my stagehand. Thanks to my stepdad who bought me the new lighting system. Thanks to my grandma who basically is my first subscriber, so she paid for the mic that I have, so it comes across clear to deliver a good product. Thank you to anyone who chooses to spend time with me. Again, I say that because I'm just so grateful for anybody. And I know that in today's world, we don't have time to do anything. So just the fact that you choose to spend time with me means so, so much. As of right now, at the end of February, I have no major medical procedures lined up. I know. Yay, that's amazing. I know it can be sounding kind of dumb, Why are you excited to have no medical procedures? You're 35. What's the big deal? It's a big deal because when you have a disability like mine, it always seems like there's some sort of weird medical thing on the horizon. And for once, it's nice to enjoy the sun, so to speak, and know that you're healthy and know that you don't have anything falling apart on you. Last year, I had 2 surgeries. One was a hiatal hernia, and the other was polyps removal through an endoscopy because of the hiatal hernia revealed the polyps. But luckily, none of them were cancerous, so thank you, God, for that blessing. Next, I want to talk to you about my actual day job, my actual career. But Kevin, if you don't get paid, because like you always talk about you being broke. You're right, I am broke. I don't officially get paid, but I have a full-time career. I am a professional disability advocate. But can you be a professional and not get paid? I say you can, because I serve on both state and national boards. I am the vice chair of the New Jersey Council on Developmental Disabilities. The disabilities councils are a branch of each state government. They're in but not of the state government. We get paid through federal funding through a law that was passed in the 70s called the Developmental Disabilities Act. There is one council in every state and U.S. territory. I will make sure to leave a note in the podcast notes for you to find yours, wherever you are. Our mission is to advocate, educate, and collaborate for people and families affected with all kinds of disabilities. One of the things we do is we offer grants to various organizations that need help, and we help them start up different programs to help people and families with disabilities. We are recently doing a few good products, which I can't release at the moment because we are still reviewing them, but I will make sure to leave a link in the bio for you to check out all the cool things that New Jersey Council is doing. My national advocacy job is with Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered, or SABE, SABE. SABE is the first and only national advocacy board run strictly by and for people with developmental disabilities. What they did was they divided the country up into regions or sections, and each representative is responsible for 7 states, and we have to give information back to the board of directors, which basically runs a nonprofit which affects all kind of system change through different contracts with various agencies. I run Region 7, which is comprised of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. 7 states. And I am proud to represent all of them. And I will leave a link to SABE in the show notes as well. I really want to take a minute and talk about SABE really quickly, because this is really a life update. Back in October, I attended my first meeting in person, which was in Portland, Maine. This was really a big step for me, because this was the first time I had gone somewhere without my direct blood family. It was the closest thing I ever had to a vacation by myself. Now, granted, it was work. I didn't go to like a nudie bar or a topless bar. I didn't get drunk or anything like that in Maine. Um, but it was just nice for like 2 days to like be Kevin and not Kevin the big brother or Kevin the great son or Kevin the cool, cousin. It was just nice to be Kevin and be respected amongst my own peers as someone they didn't know. Um, a lot of times when you have a disability, it can be very lonely. But with SABE, because everyone has some sort of disability on the board, you really feel a sense of camaraderie and friendship with all of them because you all go through the same struggles and we can all relate to each other. Do we always agree on policy and what has to get done? No, but that's like every other board in America, so that makes it no different. Um, I am currently um, helping them retool their website because I am on the public relations committee. So I put the link in the show notes. Hopefully, when you guys want the show notes or listen to the show notes in the description below, you'll have a new website when this is published. If not, then it'll be there really soon after that. But yeah, look it up. Find your region, find your representative. All the guys are really cool. All the ladies are really cool. They will answer you back right away. It's a really, interesting bunch of advocates. We're always willing to hear someone out, have great ideas and great suggestions. Before I move on to the next thing, I need to take a break here and let you listen to this really cool commercial. Hey friends, really quickly, I'm so sorry for interrupting the podcast, but I need to tell you how to support the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. Yes, I have a few contributors, but basically it's just Jesus and I doing this thing together. So any donations will be greatly appreciated. You can do PayPal, Cashapp, both linked in the bio. I published a book, Confessions from Disability Limbo, linked in the bio as well. Or finally, there is a paid newsletter, $5 a month, for those who want an extra bonus blog every Sunday. One last thing you can do is you can support the podcast directly through a link on the podcast itself and just leave a donation on the podcast itself if you just want to listen to the podcast. That's all I got. All links in the bio. Either way, thanks for your time. This is just value for value. If you like what I do, if you value what I do, then leave me a couple of dollars. If not, there's no obligation whatsoever. Thank you so much for your time. And now back to the show. I'm with SABE now. I started with SABE in, good God, July, I guess, officially, of 2023. And it's been a really interesting couple of months. It's without a doubt been the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life because I thought I was prepared for it, but then I realized I couldn't be prepared for it. No matter how much training and effort I thought I had. So, yeah. It was a really eye-opening experience and humbling, at the same time also threatening experience, but God gives you all the strength you ever need. He purposely puts you in situations that you don't want to be in, that you don't expect, and you're not ready for, but he'll push you out of your comfort zone so you can begin your journey. SABE, S-A-B-E, was that push for me, not only in a career sense, but as a person, because I've had to deal with all kinds of different personalities. I know New Jersey, I know my state, but getting to know like the whole country and seeing how many things we have in common despite our physical differences or cultural differences. On a human level, we all have the same wants and needs. We just get there differently. And helping people find their way and seeing the light bulb go off is so thrilling. Yes, there's emails. Yes, I'm up to 12:30 at night answering emails and phone calls. And hey, Kevin, jump on the Zoom call. Yes, that's all part of the deal. That's all part of the package. Is it always fun? No, but when that moment happens, that to me is so glorious and beyond wonderful. The next thing I want to talk about is just honestly this website, this blog. It's really cool. I finally paid for the hosting fee, which is $9 a month. So I've seen the traffic really increase over the last month or so. It's pretty much tripled. So thank you guys for found me. If you guys have any suggestions for topics, I really want this to be an audience-led effort. Finally, I want to talk to you about some book recommendations, some books that I found that are really interesting and cool. I just finished a book called Mox, M-O-X, by John Moxley. He is a professional wrestler or sports entertainer. I know a lot of people don't like wrestling, but there's so much here about life and just the way he describes life using professional wrestling or sports entertainment as a lens on life. It was really kind of eye-opening in a fun way. So I will put a link to Mox in the show notes as well. It's a different kind of autobiography. It's a different kind of memoir that most people wouldn't read, which is why I want to recommend that. He's funny, he's real, he's honest. Life in professional wrestling is not what people think it is. It's not fake. I mean, okay, yes, the matches are predetermined, but these are real athletes, real performers, putting their bodies on the line so you have a good laugh and a good time. And they need to be recognized as a conservative Democrat, which I've learned to call myself a conservative Democrat. The next book I want to recommend to you is a book, of course, by Barack Obama. And I know I might lose some followers here, but whatever. Am I a fan of Barack Obama? Do I love every policy he made? Absolutely. Positively not. Again, not N-O-T. As I read his book or listen to his book, because I got that one on audiobook, I find myself kind of yelling at him. Why did you do that? A lot of the times. But it's nice to see his thought process. It's nice to see his motivation behind doing what he does. I love history. I love U.S. politics. So, understanding from a first person point of view, that different perspective was to me really eye-opening. I like it because as much as it is about politics, it's also that much not about politics. It's more about how he loves his family and he loves serving and helping people. Politics is just the avenue to do that. This was a really short episode, you guys. I'm sorry, life was just a little crazy this month. Next month, pay attention. I want to do a question and answer podcast episode where I just answer people's questions. So please, 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 I'm going to periodically post that throughout the next, 10 days or whatever, because the next episode will air on March 15th. So please, I will be posting that on all my social medias. You'll find all that in the description below. Please, if you have any questions, life, policy, disability, faith, whatever, I want to get audience thinking. I want to get the ball rolling. So hopefully we can do that, and I think it'll make for a really fun, engaging episode, and hopefully we can laugh. I know this is really not my best podcast episode, but I really appreciate all your attention, all your love, all your support. Thank you so very much for your time. Have a great day, and I will see you guys on March 15th. Stay blessed. Wow, that was a really fun episode. Hope you guys come back. If you want to support once again, all you gotta do, Cashapp, PayPal, or the link in the description in the bio. They're all there. Just click. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Thread, all that good stuff. All those links are in the bio. I will post them there regularly. Podcast episodes come out twice a month on the 1st and 15th. And the blogs come out every Wednesday, give or take. See you soon. Thanks for the support. And bye.